Today's video is all about Zoom meeting makeup. Hello, Sundari. I feel like everybody has become a YouTuber now. Office at the top, a party at the bottom with the jams. One of the biggest problems with Zoom meetings, not the audio one is fine, but the video one is that all quality of the camera might be of a potato, but sometimes the video is projected on a really big screen and you don't want to look unprepared. If you have to do a presentation to a client, if you have to pitch to a client and you have to look very, very done, then this makeup look might be of help. This is the one time in our lifetime that we can actually wear the same amount of makeup that is propagated by Instagrammers. Lots and lots and lots and lots of it, and it will still be okay because you're not physically meeting somebody. It's okay for you to have a lot of makeup on because the camera in itself eats up most of the makeup, so it'll just end up looking like you have good skin. To make sure that your makeup will last long, at least an hour or 2 hours, all the products that I'm going to show you are the things that you can alternate with the products that you already have. You don't have to buy these, just use it in a specific way. There are a lot of things that you can or cannot do. It's makeup, guys. Have fun with it. If you feel like some foundation is too heavy, if you feel like the eyeliner is too much, don't use it. It really depends on your comfort level. So I'm going to start off with a well moisturized face. You can try any foundation that you already have, but I ended up using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Demi Matte Finish Air Light Oil Free 24-hour foundation. I have it in the shade 105, which is natural beige. This is a great foundation. It's extremely light, very easy for you to use. Just dot it in the center of your face and blend it outwards. I also use this as a concealer. If you already have another concealer, you can definitely go ahead and do that. Just remember, it shouldn't look cakey. I really like this foundation because it doesn't look cakey. It doesn't really settle a lot in fine lines, which is great, and it becomes completely matte. So if you're somebody that has extremely oily skin, you're most probably going to be sweating a lot since, you know, the pankhas will be off and your AC will predominantly be off as well. Some people can use the AC and the noise is not that much, but when you are presenting, you don't want any form of audio coming from the background. So a lot of people sweat a lot when they do their presentations. The second step, and I feel is very, very essential, is to use either a powder or a translucent setting powder. If you already have a foundation, and if you don't want to buy this, if you don't already have this, I would suggest, I used the Color Bar USA Sheer Touch Mattifying Loose Powder. This is a brilliant product. I've had this for I think about 3 years. I think it's about to expire. I would highly recommend you guys try it. It's completely translucent, and once you put it on your skin, even for a product that's already matte like this, this is just a security blanket, literally a security blanket for your face, so that while you are presenting, even if you sweat, nothing moves. Okay, you can just go like this and nothing will come off. Feels extremely comfortable, very, very light on your skin, and it doesn't really feel like you have crazy amounts of makeup, and it still gives you a pretty good coverage. According to me, you can also apply it around your eyes like I have. If you're somebody that really dislikes having foundation on your face, you can also try a concealer. But the thing with concealer is that it's mostly liquid or cream, and it just creases a lot, so I don't really want you guys to feel like, oh my god, my makeup is melting while in the middle of the meeting. If you have any meeting, just make sure that you sit in front of a single source of light. Once you have a single source of light, you will realize that all of the tips that Instagrammers gave you about contouring and all those things actually are useful now. I don't really like excessive contouring, so I'm going to give you one tip. What I like to do is I like to take the bronzer on a small brush, and first you are going to see where exactly the hollows of your face really are. I have like a very roundish like this, so I like to highlight that. I just take a little bit of bronzer. You could also take a brownish eyeshadow, but please be careful, it should match your own skin tone. And with a small brush, or you can use it with your fingertips as well, just line that area completely. Okay, we are trying to contour without crazy amounts of products. Try to use a powder product and not a cream one, because the cream ones, they kind of look nice, but then you're going to be sweating a lot. So on this side, I've tried to show you how I've only applied it till halfway, but I like it because when I speak, I like my cheeks to kind of be like accentuated. So this side, I went all the way in and accentuated the cheeks. This is just the way I like it. It's not necessarily true for everybody, so you do you. If you want the bronzer, you can do it. If you don't want the bronzer, then go ahead and don't do it. But definitely, since you're going to be sitting in front of a single source of light, the more you contour, the more you chisel it out, it just looks better. So if you have the time, I absolutely love applying blush every single place that I can possibly do it. But when it comes to meetings, you don't want to look extra blushed. I don't know why. I feel like it takes away from the seriousness. I would suggest that you only place the brush at the center outward angle of your face and take it up to your hairline. Do not place blush here or here, okay? You have to place it up here close to the end of your eye and outward. This again kind of helps in elongating your face, if that makes any sense. And it kind of, I don't know, I feel like the more authoritative you look when you are giving a presentation, the better. So I would suggest that you apply your blush like that, so it doesn't make you look cute, it'll make you look authoritative. You know what I'm saying? You can also go ahead and contour your nose. I personally feel like that's too much, and so I wouldn't do it, but you can see videos online, there's crazy amounts of them. The next thing that I would suggest you do is, if you are using a highlighter, that is if, okay? I wouldn't really suggest you use a highlighter, to be very, very honest, but if you're somebody that wants to go all out and wants to look super presentable, then you can definitely use a highlighter. Again, I would suggest use a powder one and use it with a very, very small precision brush, and only apply it at the highest portions of your face. It will give another dimension to your face, but you don't want to look like you have super amount of makeup. You know what I'm saying? Now, as I said before, the more you apply, the less it looks. So it will, if you apply a highlighter, please don't be afraid. At the end of it, it's going to start looking like glistening skin. That's about it. It'll just look like healthy skin, and that's it. I always try to focus on my eyes whenever I physically go and meet somebody, and not apply crazy amounts of face makeup. But since we're doing a Zoom call and we've already applied a lot of makeup on our face, we are still going to concentrate on the eyes, because when you are presenting, most of the people focus on your eyes, apart from your background obviously. So make sure that your background is completely clean, okay? So when it comes to your eyes, if you're somebody that is already in the makeup business, then obviously you can go ballistic, as many colors as you want. But when it comes to just regular life, I would suggest taking either your bronzer or a brownish shade that's 2 or 3 tones darker than your skin, and placing it as high as you possibly can, pretty much close to the arch of your eyebrow. Not only does it make you look like you are awake, it also helps in giving another dimension to your face. Your face does not look flat. So try to place your eyeshadow here and then just blend it inwards and outwards and inwards and outwards up until it's nicely blended. For somebody that has eyes that are very far inset, then you can obviously go ahead and apply a little bit of highlighter all around the area that you feel like is the darkest. Obviously you can color correct depending on what you like, but we are just trying to give that portion more light. So when you are presenting, it does not look like you are tired or sleepy. It just looks like you're awake, you are present, and you are serious about what you're presenting. The next step is something I don't really think a lot of you would like to wear, but it again kind of brings in the concentration to your eyes. I suggest that you don't tightline or you don't apply kajal underneath. If you don't have good lighting, and if your lighting is coming from the bottom or from the top, then you don't want to apply any kajal. No tight lining, no kajal underneath your eye. It ends up looking raccoonish within 2 hours. So I would suggest that you use a liquid eyeliner only on the top, something that does not smudge or move around. I really like the Lakme Shine Line. I've been using it for gajillions of years now. Another thing that really helps in opening up your eyes is mascara. I would highly suggest the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. This is an amazing mascara, but if you don't have this mascara, just make sure that your eyelashes are wide. The next thing would be lipstick. Now, this is a complete personal call. If you want to, you can go ahead with a lip balm. I would go ahead with a lip balm, something that's a tiny bit tinted, or you can apply a skin colored, something that's like my lips but better sort of a lip shade. This is what I have on. I used the Maybelline Superstay Ink Crayon. I don't know which color this is. Lipsticks that are, transfer proof, because there might be a time where you have to eat in the middle or you have to drink a little bit of water, but you don't really want to have you don't want to like apply it again, basically. I'm of the school of thought that just let your eyebrows be. But if you want to have them put together, try the Nykaa Oh My Brow. This is really good, very affordable. I really, really like it. So I would highly suggest that you try that. Additionally, you can also use a setting spray. I don't like setting sprays, so I don't really have any setting sprays. But that is another option that you can try. So that is about it. I hope this video is helpful. If you have any tips about how to look more presentable in Zoom meetings, definitely let me know in the comment section. I think it will be really helpful for a lot of people. People read the comments more than they watch the video. So yeah, definitely let me know. And that's about it.